Good day, viewers. My name is Mr. Famurakade from A Plus Model School. Today, we'll be looking into the subject English language. On this, we want to look into the topic punctuation marks, and under this, we'll be looking into the meaning and types of punctuation marks. Now, like we discussed in our previous lesson, we discussed article. We were made to understand various types of article. We said we have definite, indefinite. I hope you can remember all those, and I hope you really read through those topic, those subtopics under it, so as to have a better understanding. So today we'll be looking into punctuation marks, and like I said, we'll be looking into the subtopic which says meaning and types of punctuation marks. Now on our next slide, we have the objectives of the lesson. That is, people should be able to explain 1. The meaning of punctuation marks. 2. Types of punctuation marks. 3. The use of punctuation marks. Now, on our next slide, we have the meaning of punctuation marks. That is, what do we understand by the word punctuation marks? Now, punctuation marks are symbols and marks used to clarify meaning in text by separating strings of words into clauses, phrases, and sentences. Like we know in English language, we have clauses, we have phrases, and we have sentences. But how do we indicate this part of a sentence? They are indicated by using the punctuation marks. That is, how we are to use our intonation. How we are to use our sense of reading into better understanding when we are reading a particular sentence or a statement is by using a proper punctuation marks. Now, under this, we have types of punctuation marks. There are 14 types of punctuation marks. These punctuation marks are being classified into 5 stages according to this lesson. And these stages are as follows. The stage 1, that is, in English language, there are 14 commonly used punctuation marks. But on this lesson, we have divided them into 4 stages. So the first stages is sentence ending marks. That is, those punctuation marks that are used to end a particular sentence. Now, these are full stop or period. That is, full stop can also be called period, question mark, and exclamation marks. Now, let's look into full stop or period as the first stage of punctuation types of punctuation marks, and as a sentence ending marks. Now, full stop number 1. The full stop is placed at the end of a declarative sentence. Statement thought to have been completed after many abbreviations. Now, that is a simple explanation of what a period or a full stop is. That is, it is used to end a declarative sentence or statements. That is, any statement that has been completed in the mind of reading, you will introduce a full stop to show the end of the sentence or statement after many abbreviations possibly. Now, on our next slide, we have the full stop or period can be used in 2 ways. These are, that is, we have 2 ways we can use this full stop or period of a thing. We have number 1 as a sentence ender. That is, full stop or period can be used as a sentence ender. That is, it can be used to end a sentence. Example: Suned is a boy. Suned is a boy. Full stop. So the full stop in Tuned is a boy has shown that the sentence is completed. Alphabet B. Folake is brilliant, but she can sometimes be naughty. Full stop. Alphabet C, I can see the moon when it rises. Full stop. So the full stop there in alphabet B and C after the comma has shown that the sentence is completed. Now, the second use of full stop or period is that it is used after an abbreviation. At least there are sometimes you want to write something like junior, Junior. Then you want to shorten it to JR. Then you have to put full stop to show that it is an abbreviation to the word junior. So we have a lot of examples here. Examples, we have JR, which is representation of junior. We have MR full stop, which is Mr. We have MRS, which is Mrs. Then you put full stop in front of it to indicate that it is an abbreviation of a particular word. Then we have Washington DC. You can see Washington DC, D dot C period. Then USA, U dot S dot A, comma. Then we have Tunde Ajayi, Tunde A Ajayi, like you want to use an initial of a name. You want to call your name, you have three names and you don't want to write the whole of the name. You can write two of them and use the third one as an initial. So that is that about that. Now, the second part of this sentence ending marks under types of punctuation marks is question mark. Now, from the word question, it means that it is used to end any sentence that is question-like in nature. That is, when you ask a question, you use a question mark to end the sentence. Now, let's see what we have here. It says, this is placed at the end of a sentence to indicate a direct question. That is, when a direct question is being asked, you indicate the question at the end by putting a question mark. Now, on our next slide, we have examples on that. We have, what is your name? Question mark. What is your name? Question mark. B, who is your teacher? Question mark. Who is your teacher? Question mark. C, what is your name? Question mark. What is your name? Question mark. You can see all of those sentences are question-like in nature. Now, the last part of this sentence ending punctuation mark is called exclamation mark. Now, what do we meant by exclamation mark? This is used to show surprises when someone expresses a sudden outcry or emphasis. Now, when we talk about exclamation, it simply means that you're trying to indicate that this particular word, it is a surprise. That is, maybe it happens suddenly. So that is why you have introduced an exclamation mark to it. And we can see the sign of exclamation mark at the front of those examples. A, ha. When someone say, ha, are you coming? Ha. You say, ah. So you put an exclamation mark. Then the B part says, wow. Wow. You can see an exclamation mark is being inputted in front of it. And the C part of it is oh. The D part is ooh. The E part is yes. Yes, I've made it. That is an exclamation mark, a sudden emphasis or a sudden word or a kind of surprise. Then the F part of it is like people type on Facebook now or WhatsApp and so many social media apps. When they say something, they say so that is an exclamation. You put an exclamation mark. Then you have hallelujah when you are in the church and you shout hallelujah. So it's an exclamation. You put an exclamation mark, etc., etc. Now, the above are examples of punctuation marks in terms of sentence ending marks. Don't forget, in terms of sentence ending marks, in terms of sentence ending punctuation marks, we have three named under this. We have the full stop or the period, we have the question mark, and we have the exclamation mark. And I hope you really understand everything under this lesson. Now, lastly, for today, we'll be looking into the assignments. Don't forget, like I always said, that you read and you will read each of the slides so that as to be able to prepare yourself adequately for the test that will be coming up. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as you always do, and as you have always been doing ever since this lesson has started. I pray God bless you. Good luck. Thank you.